Yesterday looked perfect. Then overnight, Ohio changed its mind. So we traded porch sitting for pulled pork, and next door, Mary did what she does best, found a little piece of history. By afternoon, we'd earned Ohio a spot on the rig, and somehow turned a rainy morning into 6 bridges and a barbecue. Funny thing about plans, sometimes the best ones are the ones that wash away. Welcome to Backroads and Front Porches, where the stories of small-town America come to life. From hometown helpers to those keeping traditions alive, we're exploring the people, places, and moments that make these towns feel like home. So grab a seat on the front porch and a glass of lemonade and join us as we discover America's stories. We stopped at Sticky Fingers Barbecue, a place that's as much about the people as the plates. Inside, the walls tell stories of local teams, hometown pride. The food, pretty good. The heart, even better. Next door sits the Refinery, part antique shop, part time capsule, and all temptation if you're a history buff like Mary. And before long, she was lost among shelves of old cameras, books, and every kind of decor you can imagine. Me, I made it through the first floor, and that was a miracle. There's a second floor up there somewhere. I took one look and decided that was Mary's territory. I'm not a shopper, I'm the pack mule. But that's the thing about a place like this. Every corner holds a little history waiting to be found, and Mary found one that stopped us both. And an old book called Collier's New Photographic History of the World's War. We'll show you a few pages from it at the end of the episode. Since it was still raining, we figured, why not lean into it? Ashtabula County is known as Ohio's covered bridge capital. To find them, though, you've got to leave the highways and take the back roads. Our first stop was the Netcher Road Bridge, built in 1999 over Mill Creek. Locals call it the Neo-Victorian Bridge, 110 feet of timber arch and steel with a roofline straight out of a storybook. It may be one of the newest, but it feels right at home amongst its century-old neighbors. Our second stop was the Benetka Road Covered Bridge, tucked quietly along the Ashtabula River. Built in the early 1900s, it replaced an earlier mill bridge that once served a water-powered sawmill nearby. It's a combination Pratt, truss, and arch, a design that's weathered more than a century of floods, storms, and travelers who still slow down to cross it. Next came the Mechanicsville Road Bridge. Built back in 1867, the oldest in Ashtabula County, a 156-foot Howe truss that still carries traffic across the Grand River. The wooden beams creak, but they've been doing that for more than 150 years. They're still holding strong. From there, we headed to the Harpers Field Covered Bridge. Built in 1868, it stretches 228 feet across the Grand River and once held the title of Ohio's longest. Today it's on the National Register of Historic Places, a bridge that's seen wagons, Model Ts, and now a couple of travelers chasing stories in the rain. Not far from there sits the Riverview Covered Bridge. Built in 2016, it's a pedestrian-only crossing beneath the big Smolin Gulf span. It's a peaceful walkway with one of the best views in the county, a bridge built simply to be enjoyed. And finally, the Smolin Gulf Covered Bridge, the crown jewel of them all. At 613 feet long and 93 feet above the Ashtabula River. It's the longest covered bridge in America. Designed by John Smolin and opened in 2008, it's proof that craftsmanship and pride still matter, even in a world of concrete and steel. Between each stop, we marked our map, an arrow for the next bridge, an X for the ones we'd already seen, until by the end, 6 X's told the story of one rainy day adventure. On the way back, we found a few surprises the GPS never mentioned. First was Max. He's dedicated to the owner's old dog, Max, and to all the rescue and service animals who've left their mark on someone's heart. A few miles later, we spotted a giant white rocking chair. Back at the campground, we added Ohio to the rig, hooked up the truck, smiled when a subscriber in Sandusky snapped a photo of us on the road. One more story to share, a glimpse inside Collier's new photographic history of the world's war. Some pages speak louder than words. Thanks for joining us on the Back Roads and Front Porches. Subscribe and come along next week as we keep discovering America's stories.